morning. My name is Sean Cassidy from the Communications Department at Sagamok, Anishinaabeg. We are here today to discuss the importance of getting school-age children vaccinated with Anna Marie Abitong and Becky Toulouse. Before we begin, Anna, Becky, can you please let us know what your roles are?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Anna Marie. I am the Director of Education for Sagamok, Anishinaabeg. I want to take this time to actually announce to the community we received excellent news, awesome news this morning about our new school. We received confirmation that our funding has been approved.
Wow.
Of over $20 million.
Wonderful news.
To begin the construction, so you'll see some activity up at the chosen site near the Eagles Lodge for the beginning of the construction phase. So great news. Finally, all the hard work paid off with all of those involved, administration, chief and council, and Colliers, as well as JN Construction. So we continue to work together to bring this to reality, and I hope the community is excited.
I think everybody will be. Yes, that's great news and a great way to start this interview. I think we're going to have a lot of excited people watching this. So just a few questions for you, just as parents are preparing to get their kids ready for back to school. We all know it's fairly important to get your children vaccinated prior to school. I think that's been well articulated by the public health. However, we're just wondering if there's any key messages you would like to relay to parents, and what would they be?
Well, I know the vaccinations for children is for the ages of 12 and over. So, I mean, any decision that needs to be made does require parental consent. So certainly encourage parents to look at vaccinating their children and their young adults. And then for us, I guess, for the school and for administration, just to support those wishes of the parents.
Perfect. Well, thanks for that, Anna Marie. And what is the role of BDOB in the return to school in September?
Currently, the pandemic policies that we had created in 2019 will still be used for this school year. However, we've been getting consistent information from the Ministry of Education as well as from the federal sector in terms of what new or revised policies we'll be looking at. So definitely there'll be some slight changes in terms of the pandemic policy, but some of the policies definitely have relaxed since our last round. So I know one good example is that Becky and I were just talking about the recesses and the schoolyard, so students, children won't require to wear masks outdoors, which is good. And we're also able now not to insist on the cohorts for recess and outdoor activities. So that's one definite change that we'll probably be looking at for the new school year. So as these policies come out, the new revised ones, parents will definitely hopefully receive their copies of the policies prior to school start. And remembering that the students' first day of school back is after Labor Day, which is September 7th, and our teaching staff will be back on September 1st.
Okay, so that's for BDOB. And what about for Espanola High School and Wawasno Day? What would the back-to-school dates be for those?
Espanola High School right now, we're still waiting to hear as to what their protocols are going to be for this September start. I know that they're still talking about remote learning. That's still an option for parents, or going to be an option for parents. And normally their school year starts as well after Labor Day, so it may be in relation again to cohorts. We're not just 100% sure at this time what the high school is rolling out. And of course their administration team doesn't come back to work until, I believe, the week of August 23rd. And at that time we'll probably know more as to what their setting is.
Okay, perfect.
And Wawasno Day, of course, we have our 1 week of registration. Registration is really, really important. They also start after Labor Day, and there's 4 days set aside in that first week for registration. I highly recommend that anyone who's enrolling in Wawasno Day register in the first week. It makes it really difficult for us at the time of registering nominal rolls, in order to ensure that our numbers are there for funding purposes, and registration is really key to being enrolled at Wawasno Day. So those are the dates for registration week, is the September 7th to the 10th.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Anna Marie. And the last question would be, are there any guidelines that parents should be aware of prior to sending their kids back to school?
Well, I think we talked about the pandemic protocols and policies, and that pretty much is the guidelines that parents will need to follow. And I know that there's also maybe some possible changes to how we administer the screening tool for the school start. So we haven't received information that it may be through an app or something that parents do at home to ease the restrictions again in terms of students starting. So those are definite items that will be expressed and provided to parents before the school year.
Excellent.
Just to add one thing, for parents whose children are starting school this year in kindergarten, we've had ongoing registration available online, and also to pick up packages at the school. So at this point in time, we've had very few parents register their children. So if your child is of age to begin school, turning 4 before December 31st, to get into the school or contact the school to register.
And they can do that anytime now then, Becky?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's very valuable information that you've provided. Thanks very much. And we look forward to seeing everyone at the vaccine clinic tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the MEC parking lot. Thanks again, Anna Marie and Becky, and you have a great day.
You too. Be glad.